So I just got to tell you, speaking of riding and being ridden by bikes, I was lucky on this. So my girlfriend, she can't figure out why I keep this helmet. She's like, it's filthy. Why don't you buy a new one? I'm like, that tells a story,
It
man.
does.
And that mark on the back here, there's a skid mark. This helmet has been run over by a semi truck, and I'm
Wow.
kind of proud of that.
I hear you.
I was coming across. We got the Lincoln, the new bridge here. It was the
Yes.
super expensive bridge they built across the Ohio, and I was smoking a cigar and riding. And I had stopped though, and I was like, I had to go back across the toll bridge because they're going to charge me to come across. And I thought it's a hot night. I ought to set my helmet over my license plate as a place to rest it while I go across this toll booth bridge. And I got to the other side, and I don't recommend anyone do that because turns out like they actually know how to bill me based on my license plate, and I had just covered my. Just don't ever do that.
And you did inadvertently. You weren't trying to.
Oh, totally inadvertently, Brian. And when I got across the river, I came around this curve, and my helmet goes flying off my.
Oh, well, that's called karma after you.
And there's a semi truck behind me, and he hit it. Now, it's not as big of a story as to say that this helmet was run over by a semi while I was wearing it, but it was still run over by a semi.
Your helmet was run over by a semi.
Yeah.
It just
Look at
your head wasn't in it.
That's a story right
That
there.
is a story.
That's some life right there. Yeah.
Sometimes you learn by what to do, and sometimes by what not to do.
Yeah,
Those are both learning curves.
Very important lessons, both of those.
Yeah, when I was robbing the bank, that was what. No, I'm just kidding. But
Right, we didn't rob banks.
no.
Yeah. But we did accidentally,
inadvertently.
inadvertently.
So talk about, once we talked about business, you said, so that 3 years ago, you just gotten into town. I mean, you had gone with the monastery, am I saying that correctly, in Bardstown?
Yeah, there's a famous monastery called Gethsemane Abbey where Thomas Merton had spent his life. He's a very interesting person if people don't know about him.